like it.
Hello students, John here.
And Juan here. Bienvenidos, estudiantes.
That's right guys, we're bilingual today. No closed captioning necessary. John Juan back in full effect, so here we go, AiTV for week 9.
You're exactly right, my bespectacled friend. This is the one and only AiTV. Hope everyone had a fabulous Memorial Day. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit of what AiTV is all about, big guy?
Alright, then I will. It's the Art Institute of Tucson student news show, made for students by students. It's kind of like food. Remember that clothing line from the 90s? But instead, it's college news.
I hope all you rapid diploma seekers are enjoying your classes this quarter. It's spring quarter and the weather's starting to get especially beautiful. But make sure you keep your noses stuffed in your textbook about as often as you're stuffing them in those dandelions.
That's good advice. Hey, you know what's right around the corner, hombre?
What's that, my on-screen compatriot?
Finals. Yep, sorry to say, but they are on their way, fast. But hey, it's okay, because here at AI, free tutoring is offered if you need it and want it.
You better believe it, all you AI Future alumni out there, we darn near have a stable of tutoring Mustangs on campus, and each one of those tutor all-stars has a specific set of skills. So if you're lost in the academic waters and don't know if you'll make it to the dry land of week 11, put your hands up so that a tutor can throw you an educational flotation device and help you keep your head above water in all your classes.
That's a lot of metaphors there, buddy. So whether it's a program you know nothing about or if you're just not sure about a piece of information you're supposed to have for class, don't forget to signal for help so one of your tutors can drop you a line.
Thank you, John. But I believe that the nautical metaphors are my area of expertise, okay, brother?
Dropping a line that technically wasn't even a nautical. You know what? Whatever, I'm gonna do the news, is that okay?
Whatever floats your boat, Captain.
Drop into Tamara's office today if you need to get in contact with one of our tutors. And don't forget, the whole reason they're here is to help you out. So Juan, what else is being offered to our great students here at the Art Institute?
You know, clubs are all over this campus and they're fun and easy to join. So if you want to hit the clubs, it's not like going downtown to hit those clubs. There's no bouncers here, VIP or cover charge. You can just walk right in and enjoy all that our campus clubs have to offer.
Believe it or not, there's a club for just about every major. And although they don't seem like the hippest thing to get into, they are smart enough if you are looking for a great valuable experience in whatever it is you do. Juan, do me a favor and rattle off some of the names for these clubs so the kids out there know what we're working with.
Film club, ad club, animation club, music club, fashion club, breakfast club. Whoops, just kidding, that last one's a movie. But the other ones I mentioned are a bona fide piece of operation that meet once a week here on campus. And they'll knock your socks right off like some sort of sock knocking off powerhouse of a club. So get to checking them out pronto.
For more information on these clubs, check your student portal, ask a peer mentor, or look out for flyers on the corkboards around school. Seriously though, I think most of you students will be surprised that A, we have corkboards in every classroom, and B, there's interesting information on all of them.
Don't be square, so if you're bored, look out for those square corkboards.
For announcements, make sure to wear your student ID badge, people. Your badge opens up all the hallway doors seemingly like magic, and it puts a name to those youthful, joyous faces out there.
Switching gears here a little bit on this 18-wheel big rig of a student news show. Be sure to not park under the covered parking. We'd like to retract a statement we made last week on our show where somebody, not mention any names here, instructed you students to make sure you do park under the covered parking. That's just not true. Don't do it.
He's right. And while you're parking somewhere other than under the covered parking, be sure to do it with an official AI parking pass. If you don't have one of those, pay a visit to the office so you can pick one up today.
Also, don't you dare forget about the Ouroboros fashion show that the fashion students are putting on next week. This is the very last fashion show that the Art Institute of Tucson will ever see. So get dressed in your Sunday best and join us Friday, June 10th for a fantastic fashion-filled fun. And did I mention free food, guys? Well, I did now.
Now let's throw it over to the best pair of ears in all of Tucson, our good friend Taylor, as she provides us with an in-depth rundown of all the exciting going-ons in Tucson's music scene this week. That's right, guys, it's Sonoran Soundwaves.
Thanks, my little man, John. This week, Built to Spill is coming to Club Congress on May 31st. And then on June 2nd, over at Flycatcher, Hocus Pocus is having an album release show with local favorites Caterball, Dead Cat, and Crab Legs. Then on June 4th, at Sky Bar, Theory Room is making a stop in Tucson with the Desert Beats and Pipe Lights. Go check out these awesome bands and let me know of any cool music acts playing in Tucson. And remember, buy the band a beer. Now let me toss it like pigskin over to the non-music related news around town.
Thanks, Taylor. This Saturday at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum is World Ocean Night. The museum stays open until 10 p.m. as the nocturnal creatures of the living desert come to life. Honor the world's oceans by wearing blue and taking part in interactive activities with community partners such as Biosphere 2 and Desert Dolphins. Food samplings from local restaurants will also be provided, so don't miss out.
Also guys, that same day, Saturday, June 4th, is National Trails Day. And it's the country's largest celebration of its recreational trails. So celebrate the right way with a visit to Mount Lemmon and Coronado National Forest, or discover local wilderness areas such as Saguaro National Park, Catalina State Park, Sabino Canyon, or Picacho Peak State Park. In fact, there's an annual moonlight hike through Catalina State Park from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So bring your flashlights and hiking gear.
And then every day except Mondays through July 10th at the Tucson Museum of Art and Historic Block, it's the Into the Night celebration of modern and contemporary art and the Nocturnes tradition. This exhibition will feature paintings, photographs, and works on paper. Admission is $12, but museum members get in for free, so check it out.
That's the news around town, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, guys. Those sure are some interesting sound events. I, for one, will be making a point to be at all of those.
Also, students, don't forget that AI recently launched their alumni website, which offers a lot of great tips and connections for all careers. Go to alumniartinstitute.edu to check it out right now.
And while you're surfing the web with your cyber wetsuit, don't forget to submit student work for us to play here on AiTV. Anybody can submit student work and peep this. It's a free opportunity to screen your stuff on an audience. Don't be a bashful bobo. Send your works of art to TucsonAITV@gmail.com.
You know what? Let's look at some student work right now. Roll the tape, behind the scene wizards.
The Loft has been in Tucson since 1972, when it opened as an art house cinema on 6th and Park. So my name is Jeff Yance, and I am the program director here at the Loft. The Loft moved to this location in the early 90s. This used to be called the Showcase Cinema. And the Loft took it over, and then in 2002, the Loft became a nonprofit because the owner of the Loft at that time was going to close the business, and a group of concerned cinema lovers got together and said, we're going to save the theater. So we're independently owned and operated, which means we get to select our own programming, we do special events, we bring in filmmakers, which are things the other theaters don't do. Oh, the most popular event. Well, probably our longest, well, definitely our longest running event is Rocky Horror Picture Show, which has been, so people claim that we are the longest running venue in the country now, continuous running. So it's been running here for 36 years. One of our more popular events is First Friday Shorts, which is a local short film competition. First Friday of every month, and that usually is a great draw, and we give cash prizes to winning filmmakers, and it's pretty great. So it's kind of our way of sort of helping out the local film community by giving them a venue to show their films in. So we're one of 17 original cinemas that Sundance selected as being a satellite theater for the Sundance Film Festival, and that selection was based on quality of programming and engagement with your local community. So they felt like we were doing a good job. Because of that, we're able to show the Sundance shorts. And for 3 or 4 years, we were also showing films that were playing at Sundance. The Oscar shorts, we just started doing them, I guess about 9 years ago when I started here. And those have just grown and grown and grown. And they were only selecting certain theaters to show them. It was kind of based on the kind of programming we do. They thought we were a good fit. We're in the process of raising funds to expand the theater, to add another screen, actually add 2 more screens, hopefully. And quasi-renovate the main theater, our large theater, just to make it more comfortable and up-to-date. This is a very vintage theater, I would say. The building was built in the early 60s. And so it's not modern on all levels. So that's a goal of ours, is to try and sort of upgrade it a bit. Add some more screens. We actually have too much programming for the number of screens we have. So that's always an issue for us. So that's a big goal for us, is to expand. But we're in the process of raising money, which is not easy anywhere, but in Tucson in particular, I think. So it's a long-term goal.
Exceptional work, students. I am legitimately blown away by the quality of that moving picture, John. What did you think about that piece? You know something? Let's do us all a favor and make sure our old buddy, old pal Brandon, gets in on this AiTV action. So we're gonna throw it over to that suave lady killer right now for the Loft Insider. Take it away, buddy boy.
Hey guys, this week at the Loft, our very own Max Cannon hosts First Friday Shorts on June 3rd at 9 p.m. It's a short film contest where local filmmakers can submit anything they want, provided it's under 15 minutes long. Just make sure it's good or the audience will let you know and Max will have to hit the gong and stop your film. You don't want that to happen. Also on Friday at 10 p.m. and Saturday at 10 p.m., it's John Carpenter's timeless classic, The Thing, starring Kurt Russell, although I wouldn't recommend eating a big meal right beforehand. And then Sunday at 3 in the afternoon, everybody's favorite talking swine, Babe, brings home the bacon and sizzles your heart into a little pork chop, presented by Vegan Logic. For more information on how to become a member at the Loft and for more showtimes, visit loftcinema.com. And in the words of the great Danilo Castro, my predecessor, that about does it for me. Back to you guys in the studio.
Good work, Brandon. But I'll tell you what, all this talk about pork products makes me think of one thing. Juan, can you guess what that is?
The bistro menu?
Totally freaking right. If you don't take advantage of the bistro, you must be either uninformed or unbelievably misguided.
Hey, you said it. Well, that's our show for this week. Hope you had a blast. I did. We'll see you next week, but until then, have a great week 9, and we'll see you around school.
Although my tongue gets tied, I can do this. Rico suave.
It's because
It's either John or Juan's
kept
fault,
saying
so
that,
either way we're screwed.
I had that. Fuck!
It's a DJ Pop-Tart mix. Enjoy.